However, I've disabled all my hardware acceleration, so hopefully it won't cause us any more issues. Seems to crash the game as well at the same time, so I don't really know what the link is there, but we will see. I'll post it in the Navigraph forums and just see what they have to say. Just restarting the game here, and I will get back to you guys momentarily. I'm just trying to look for the log, and I'm going to save that. Okay, it looks like it's in the app data. I'll just see if I can find that real quick. Okay, I found my log. I think. I'm going to save this log real quick just so I can report issues. Very strange. Okay. So hopefully we should be good this time. I've disabled all hardware acceleration, like I say. I think that's probably the issue. Something to do with that. So hopefully we should be good now. I remember I did have to do that in previous OBS. So I think we should be good now. Oh, I forgot to set up the call sign. God damn. Okay, so whilst we wait for things to load up here, let's go into flights. New flight, sim brief. It's going to be our route this afternoon. Like I say, no stars, no departures, and no arrivals to worry about. So really just got to worry about the approach in to Leeds, which is going to be on ILS for runway 32. We're going approaches here, and we can pilot the LBA edition at that. Add. So good. So, right, so let's have a look at the start. Okay, so that's some deer in the vicinity. The turbulence or below 4,000 feet. Back. Okay, so we need to be okay, none of that should affect us. So we should be pretty good then. Let's get set up. Make sure you guys see the flight plan here. Yo, hello, AG Aviation. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Just about to set up for our afternoon's flight here on the FuzzAir Tour of the UK. We're going to be moving on to Leeds Bradford, which is our home base. We're at Inverness Airport currently. Not the greatest airport for this plane, as I've just found out, but we're going to roll with it and get things moving here. So let's get the external power and the battery on. Let's align the adheres. Just going to see what we've got here. We've got a power supply already. Pushback's not going to work. They don't have pushback at this airport. And we're going to get these screens turned on. And then we can get moving. We can get this flight plan put in. I'm doing fantastic, thank you. Just had a nice flight from Donegal in Northern Ireland over here to Inverness. Quite a nice flight. So I don't know if you caught any of it, but yeah, very enjoyable. Very enjoyable, feeling good. So then, let's get this flight plan input while the adheres align. So we now go on initialization, EGPE to EGNM. One of my favorite airports in this game, I have to say. Not in database, I think EG... What did I type in wrong? EGP, EGNM. Hello? Okay, it worked that time. That was weird. So we've got a flight plan up here. Let's have a look. Cruising level. Gonna be 230. Cost index 31. Nice speedy flight today. Let's do the waypoints here. So we'll go up to here. I find it a bit easier to read at the top. Just here. Fly around Wales. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely on the list of things to do. Maybe not today. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe later on in the stream. So we had this UK tour planned. It's going to be ending in Leeds, and then we're going to be heading over to Norway. But I haven't really done much flying over Wales yet, so I definitely do want to do that in the future. That would be epic, flying over Snowdonia and things like that. Whereabouts did you used to fly in Wales? Anywhere in particular? So we're going to get this flight plan put in here. Let's just go on here and reduce this to nothing. And 1% on the tour here. We've only got ourselves on the plane. And we'll just close that off for now. Close this down. And we'll put in the flight plan. So we're going, first of all, direct to Gussie. Gussie is going to be this one. And to Nesdi. Nesdi. Stick that in there. Direct to Gao. And that's going to be this one. Insert. And then we need to go on to Gao. Go on Airways. UL612. UL612. And go. Okay. It was just the way it was written. Going UL612 to DCS. DCS. That one. Doing Welsh Pool. Cool. I'm not actually 100% sure where that is off the top of my head, but I mean, beautiful. I mean, Wales is just a stunning country in general, so I'm sure it was an amazing place to fly around. Going L612 from DCS. L612. Calder. And hopefully when I press this, it should update the airways. It's not updating the airways. I don't know why it does that. It's a little bit strange. So coming down into Leeds to Pol. Yeah, when I typed the airways in, it didn't say not found in database. I don't know. A little bit weird, this game in terms of how it deals with the airways at the moment. LBA is probably going to be that one, right? I think. Double check that on the flight plan here. Yeah. LBA, that's our transition to the ILS. And we're going to insert that. The airways didn't seem to work, but we're just gonna have to roll with that because what can you do? If it doesn't want to work, it doesn't want to work. Fire engine outside. Okey-doke. And let's see. So that's our flight plan input. Let's go for arrivals, ILS 32. Via LBA insert. That's fantastic. Let's just have a look.
Inverness ground, Fuzz Air A320 November.
I did. Sometimes when I do that, there's no pushback here, but for some reason when I press Alt and 1, sometimes it just does that. Adheres 4 more minutes until we're aligned here, so I can't really check the flight. I tell a lie, we can. We can check the flight plan. Let's go on plan. Okay, so down to Gussie. Compare this to our map, which has disappeared. There we go. So roughly to the south-southeast, down here. Over to Gow, just by Glasgow, by the looks of things. I think this one should be Gow right here. Yeah. And then down to the southeast. Yep. And down just over, I think that's Liverpool. And then in towards Leeds Bradford. There's a massive fire near your house right now. Yeah, that is a bit of a strange coincidence. That is a bit of a strange one. Whereabouts are you from? In the UK, it doesn't sound like... Do you actually live in Wales or elsewhere? Okay, cool. So let's get the ILS tuned in. Bring up Navigraph. Hopefully it's not going to crash this time. Okay, we're good. Approaches. ILS 32. See the ILS frequency is 110.9. So these don't do anything yet. I did try them in the last flight, but they didn't seem to kick in. We're just going to clear that off. Back on to the setup here. You're going init B. Zero fuel weight is 41. And the zero fuel zero fuel center of gravity. Thank you very much for following Aviation. AG Aviation. Thank you very much for following. Glad to have you here. Wolverhampton, that's not actually too far from me. I'm actually in Leeds. Zero fuel center of gravity 25.57. There we go. Block fuel today is going to be 5. Just a straight 5. Final reserves are going to be 0.8. 0.8. There's no use putting a time there. It doesn't do anything. 0.2 for the taxi. As normal, calculated our takeoff weight, which is correct. Landing weight, we can't put that in. Field is read only. For some reason, it won't let me calculate because of this. Doesn't let me put in the trip fuel. I'll try actually. No, it's green for read only. So okay, so average wind for this flight is going to be, we're going to have a headwind of 27 knots. And that's all set up. Secondary flight plan we can't do yet. Let's do some performance. Flaps 1 for takeoff. Flex to 66. And let's have a quick look back on Navigraph at the charts for this airport. So let's check here. Airport elevation is 31. So yeah, let's keep this at 1,500. Transition altitude is going. Can't actually see the transition altitude on there. Am I blind? $3,000. I should have remembered that really from when we arrived. Leeds, Leeds, as in Leeds Bradford Airport. Which like this right here. In fact, I can just zoom in on the map. Leeds. Okie doke, so I think we are all configured now. Let's set the speeds here. Quite a low takeoff, which is fine with me because we're very, very light. And what we can do now is we can just, we'll turn this up. Just click that on just for a bit more lighting in here. And we'll turn these lights on. We shall start the APU. We'll start beacon light and the nav lights. We'll arm these lights. Set that to auto. And we will just wait for the APU to start up here. We'll get configured for takeoff as well while we wait. So we'll do flaps 1, set the parking brake, set the auto brake to max. And we'll set our altitude once we get our clearance here. We do need fuel as well. That would always be helpful. So the fuel for today's flight, and I've just realized the overlays are still on. Apologies. Not going to be able to see anything here. We'll hide that. And the fuel required for today's flight is block fuel 5094. I just have to do a quick calculation here because it's in pounds. 11,230. It's almost bang on. We'll stick with that. So we've got the fuel sorted. We'll go back to clearance and we will request clearance.
Fuzz Air A320 November IFR to Leeds, ready to copy. Fuzz Air A320 November is cleared to Leeds Airport as filed. Take off runway 23 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.
12,000 feet. We'll set that on here. Are there helicopters? Not at the moment, no. But I have heard some whispers somewhere that there may be if I can speak, there may be helicopters in the future. There may be. I think previous Microsoft Flight Sim games have had helicopters in the past, and there's absolutely, well, obviously, as you know, there's a lot of helipads in the UK that, well, not just the UK but the world, that could be utilized. So I feel like it's a high possibility in the future. But they have got quite a lot of stuff to work on at the moment. So I don't know how soon that's going to be. And Will, sorry I missed your alert. Thank you very much for liking the stream on Facebook. Much appreciated. Okay, so the APU is starting up here. No, I don't, I'm afraid. I have flown a Cessna 152 for about half an hour before, but that's pretty much as far as my real-world experience goes. I mean, honestly, I've thought long and hard about actually becoming a commercial pilot. I would love to do that. But it's just, you know, obviously the flight training and getting the license, etc. It's a pretty hefty expense. So we, it's not on the list at the moment, but maybe in the future, we'll see. Okay, so APU is available now. We can turn on the APU bleed. We'll turn off the external power. So ready to start the engines now, so we'll turn on the pumps. And there's no pushback here, so we're just going to start up the engines on the stand, and that guy's going to get blasted, but what can you do? They can't push us back, so. Start up engine 2. Yeah, 70 grand. Yeah, that's about the figure I looked at when I looked into it. It's a lot of money. I mean, in fairness, I know there's options out there to kind of pay it back over time, and I guess if you did become an airline pilot, probably wouldn't be too big of a deal. But it's I mean, considering the times we live in at the moment with the whole sort of COVID-19 and the travel restrictions only just really starting to get lifted, it's really not probably the best time to even think about doing stuff like that. Got the hydraulics coming alive there. Love that sound. It always reminds me of going on holiday. Okie dokie. So engine 2 is stable. Start engine 1. I'm not sure. I need to look into what these settings for the TCAS actually do. Because I feel like it's not supposed to be on standby all the time. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that light worked. Very cool. Okay, cool. So engine starting up, we can request taxi now.
Inverness ground, Fuzz Air A320neo, November, ready to
And
taxi.
just before we do that, I'm gonna actually change
Taxi to and hold short of runway 23 using
flight number to 1000.
contact tower on 118.4 when ready.
Okie dokie.
Taxi to and hold short runway 23 using taxiway Bravo Fuzz Air A320 November.
Yeah, I mean it's still expensive, but that is quite a bit cheaper, isn't it? £20,000 is it's a lot of money. Okie dokie, so let's get our taxi going here. And both engines look like they are stabilized. Yep, there we go. Everything else is good to go. Okay then, let's turn this thing around. So which way are we going? We're going that way. Help if I took the parking brake off. I'm going to try and not hit the... Yeah, I've just gone straight through the power supply. What can you do when there's no pushback? Start moving forwards here. Okie dokie. So we're going to hold short here just as we approach the runway threshold. And we're just going to make sure we're fully configured. Parking brake set. Flight directors on. We did configure pretty much everything while we were sat waiting for the APU. We'll turn that to normal now. We'll get our lights on. Landing lights on. Taxi light. We'll set this to takeoff. We can turn the APU off now. Runway turn light on. Don't need those on. Strobe is on auto. And we will turn these lights off. And we're pretty much good to go. Request takeoff clearance.
Fuzz Air A320 November at runway 23 ready for takeoff IFR to Leeds. Fuzz Air A320 November cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Not changed my flight number yet, unfortunately.
Runway 23 Fuzz Air A320 November.
Go for takeoff. Let's get onto the runway. So it looks like we have to take a left. Not the greatest turning job there, but we're fine. Got the sun up there through the thick clouds. It's telling us to turn left. That doesn't seem right, considering we wanted runway 21. Unless they were telling us... Oh, sorry, it was 23. Runway 23. I feel like this is going to be the opposite runway. Unless the other runway is elsewhere. I know there's 2 runways here. Yeah, see, this is not the right... Why did it tell us to go left there? I should have paid attention to my own instincts. I'm just going to take off here because we're here now. We're very, very light, so it doesn't matter too much. So, everything is set. So, I'll brake to max. I think that came off before. And spool up. Engines are stable. Go straight up to flex temp. Make sure we're on the right camera here. And oh my, this is quite a short runway, but we're V1 and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. S speed flaps up as well.
Fuzz Air A320 November, contact Scottish Centre on 119.875.
Just going to climb here until the reduction altitude and then start making that turn. And we're going to reduce thrust.
Fuzz Air 1000, did you hear my last transmission?
I did. Nice, it's changed the flight number now as well. Yep, we've got to make a nice turnaround here. And we're going straight into the clouds. Beautiful. Didn't mean to put autopilot on then, that was my mistake. Make sure the thrust is in the detent. I've flown to my house. Yes, I have. And it's modelled, but it's not super accurate, but it's there. It's yeah, it's just this game just blew me away with how well all the cities and towns are modelled. Even minor towns like where I live, it's modelled really well. It's not exact, but you know, the structures are there in the right place. Okay, and we're straightening up now, and we're gonna turn on the autopilot. Let that take us up to 12,000. That's what we were cleared to. They haven't said anything else about clearances. Let's see what Scottish Centre has to say. we'll set standard altimeter. So continuing to Gussie. The autopilot definitely still needs some work in this. This climb rate is just insane right there. Do 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 do. It's weird. This overlay up in the top left here doesn't. The total airspeed has stopped working for some reason. Okay, flight level 230. We are going to continue going up. Oh, 16,000, okay. The autopilot makes you nosedive into the ground. That that doesn't sound too good. Okay. I wish you could. Sometimes the keybinds still work for ATC when it's minimized. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit strange. That is a bit of a strange glitch there. What aircraft is it that you're flying there? I've never used X-Plane, so I couldn't really say. But I know there's some pretty in-depth aircraft in that game. There we go, above the clouds. Nice weather here in Leeds, so hopefully we should be coming into a nice clear descent. We got the cruise page up. This is new in the A32NX mod. Turn this map on. I'm not sure why I turned that off. That got the right location on there? Sure it does. Maybe it does. Maybe we're just over nothing at the moment. I think we might be over the sea right now. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, we're over the Gulf of Guinea there, as you can see. Bring up Navigraph again. We should be able to set it, actually. So we can see exactly where we are. Hang on a minute. Why is that map saying we're over the Gulf of Guinea? That's not right. Is it even connected? Let's reconnect it and see what it does. Yeah, the software that I use for this little overlay map is just it's a little bit buggy at the moment. Pretty new software. It's called Sim Toolkit Pro. I don't know if you've used it, but it's got some interesting features. I don't know if I will end up using it that much, but it could be quite cool to use. I just like the fact that you can put an overlay with a little map on the stream, which is quite nifty. There we go. That looks like the right location. Flying over the Scottish Islands currently. It's a shame we can't see down to the ground. They've only cleared us to 160,000. We were hoping to go up to 23, I think it was, yeah. Let's do some cleanup now. Turn these off. Completely forgot. I always forget about the lights. We can turn those all off now. Seatbelts, doesn't matter, we don't have any passengers. Put that unarmed. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Let's see what happens if we request an altitude increase. I've never done that before. See if it actually works.
Fuzz Air 1000 climb and maintain flight level 220, expect flight level 230.
Interesting.
7, you are 6,400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet altimeter 29.88.
Yo, Jack, thanks for liking the stream, man. Hope you're well.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet Logan 59.7. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
Hope you're having a nice Sunday, man.
230 Fuzz Air 1000.
Taking a flight down to Leeds from Inverness. Turn this screen brightness up. A bit dark. FuzzAir livery looking absolutely stunning, I have to say. Very, very pleased with how this turned out. Very pleased indeed. There we go, that's the clearance. We shouldn't be too far away now, to be honest. We should be getting... Okay, we're not that close. We're approaching Glasgow in about 40 miles. That should look... There we go, the keyboard shortcut worked then. Okie dokie. Let's have a look. Flight plan. Flight time is 54 minutes actually, so a bit longer than what I thought. Let's see if we bring up Navigraph again. You can see where we are. We're just coming over the southern Scottish Highlands. Sort of mid actually. I don't Yeah. Somewhere around there. Gonna head towards Loch Lomond. Yo, Cotton. Thanks for liking the stream, man. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. I imagine you've probably been out playing golf in this weather. Beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah, we're gonna fly down over, well, close to Loch Lomond, over Glasgow. Down over Dumfries. Over the Lake District. Hopefully it's nice and clear when we get to here. Hopefully it should be better weather, we'll see. We shall see. Yo, come. Let's see. I believe on the little mini map, I believe there is a way to actually bring up a weather radar. I'm not 100% sure if it actually works, so... Oh, there we go. It's quite cool to see. It's not that helpful though. We can use the weather radar in game. But it's definitely clearing up now, which is grand. Went out of cloudy Scotland. Oh, and my mistake. I don't know if I've missed any messages in chat, but I just realised I didn't have the multi-stream chat on until now. But yo, Cotton, I see you out there. And now the radar won't turn off. Oh dear. The bugs in this software are so real. There we go. Should turn off now. I just like having that up. It just gives, I think, a bit of spatial awareness to the viewers. You can sort of see place names and where we are and things like that. I think it's quite interesting to know where we are in the world. I'm just going to adjust the... Oof, look at that turbulence. Let's see what the wind is. 65 knots headwind. That's pretty heavy. What did we actually estimate in the initialization here? 27. So... quite a big difference there. I guess the in-game weather isn't quite matching up to real life at the moment. Adjusting the camera here, I think I've stabilized it a bit. think that should be a bit better. Turn some lights on. I do need to sort this out and getting some of the... I think that's the top of my monitor right there. Good for me. That's a bit better. So difficult to tell. Can't see the screen on the back of the camera, you see. There we go. It's a bit wonky, but it'll do. Boom. We got Glasgow down there below us. You can see it out of the window there. There we go. Well, I'm glad we've had no more problems since I disabled the hardware acceleration. I'd got quite a few issues earlier on in the stream with my computer doing some very strange things. Is that the same plane from before? No, it's a different one. Logan, though, Scottish Airline. Gotta love the accuracy. Find it hard to believe that's the only two planes flying over Scotland right now. This is live traffic, but
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet, Logan Tree 27.
I just don't believe they're the only two. ETA in about 20 minutes or so. We'll be starting our descent probably fairly shortly. Let's do some calculations here. Back into the cockpit. I'm not sure why it does that when I press that button. That's definitely not what I wanted it to do. And neither is that. Nice view of some clouds though. Alright, can I get back to the cockpit, please? Thank you. Okay, so here we are. The full route is on the map now. 160 range. So, let's have a quick look. Bring up Navigraph. And let's see. So, we're about to... Still in Scotland, but let's have a look. We bring up the chart for... Bring up the chart for the approach to Leeds. There we go. We need to be at about 2,700, I think, is the minimum altitude there. And outside of that, it's 3,500. Have a look on this arrivals plate. Yeah, so we're gonna come in from the west. So we're gonna go. Was it colder that we had? Yeah, so we got colder. We're going to come in on that radial there in towards the POL, Pole Hill VOR, 3,500 feet. So that's kind of where we want to descend to. That's what we're going to do our descent planning around. I'll pin that, and then I'll pin the ILS for, I think I was I looking at the wrong one? Yeah, we're doing 32, aren't we? That's the one we want. Yeah, I was looking at the right one there. We're fine. Okay, so 3,500 is where we want to be at when we get to Pole. I'll minimize that. So the calculation is going to be what altitude are we currently at? 2,020, flight level 230. We want to be at flight level 35. My memory is failing me here. 35, so 250. We want to be reducing 210,000 feet, so we'll take 210 and divide that by 3. So we want to start descending about 70 miles out. Got a little bit of time yet before we need to do that. Gonna nip to the toilet.
Ryanair 2521, you are 62 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 23 approach by Golf Lima Whiskey transition. Cleared to Golf Lima Whiskey. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 23 approach by Golf Lima Whiskey transition. Cleared to Golf Lima Whiskey.
Okay.
EZ6884, you are 74 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 23 approach by Golf Lima Whiskey transition.
We are back.
Golf Lima Whiskey.
Let's see. So we want to get, we want to start descending just before 80 miles.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Sorry, just after 80 miles to Pole.
Whiskey transition cleared to Golf Lima Whiskey EZ6884.
When that starts to come on this screen,
Descend and maintain
we will know.
3,000 feet. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Logan 5907. Fuzz Air 1000, contact Manchester Center on 118.775.
Okie dokie.
Going to 118.775 Fuzz Air 1000.
Okie dokie, so heading over to Manchester Centre now. We're just exiting Scotland, just over Dumfries.
1000 flight level 230.
Fuzz Air 1000, Manchester Center, continue to Delta Charlie Sierra as planned.
Clouds definitely clearing up a bit down there in the distance. Beautiful.
Manchester Center, Logan 5907 is at flight level 325, descending 3,000 feet. Logan 5907, Manchester Center, continue as planned.
Okay then, so we're probably going to be starting our descent fairly shortly. I'm going to leave it a little bit late and just see if ATC actually do give me some instruction. Sometimes it works pretty well, sometimes it just doesn't, so I'm going to flip that. Oh, we're flying along here actually. Let me close that. I'm just gonna look up the TCAS settings. Okay then, so TCAS is DARA. Does control the transponder as well? That's already on. DA/RA.
Manchester Center, Logan 327 is at flight level 270, descending 10,000 feet. Logan 327, Manchester Center, continue as planned.
Okay, so TA is just basically providing information about potential traffic close by, which never really been an issue for me in this. And then TARA is basically it gives you information about the traffic close by, but it will also give you instruction on what to do to avoid the traffic. I imagine the normal saying would be that. I mean, I guess it probably depends on your company policy, but I imagine it's most commonly at that setting. Okay, cool. So I feel like we should be starting to descend now. I'm not sure why we've not been given any information from ATC, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to start descending. I'm going to set our thing to... I'm going to set our autopilot to 3,500. I'm going to put it in managed descent mode. So it does say DES, but it's still targeting the cruise speed. Let's see if that does change. And it's gone into a ridiculous descent. Let's just level that off a bit to 2,500. So if we go sort of 368 times 5, which is our ground speed. So to get a 3-degree descent here, we want to be about 1,800, so let's stick it to that. That's about standard. That should be good. And yeah, we're going to be descending here into Leeds Bradford. It's going to tell me I'm below my altitude. Yeah, no. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. I feel like it's strange the way it instructs you in this game. It's just going to instruct me to descend far too late, in my opinion, and it's just not going to work. Let's just turn the ATC already on low. I suppose we can always just turn it down here as well. Oh, making it. It's telling me to climb again. I'm just going to ignore them because I don't trust it to descend me at the right time, and it's just going to ruin everything. So I think we're actually flying over the Lake District now. Looking pretty cool. Okay, so we've got Windermere to the left of the plane, over there somewhere. Oh, is this is it right below us actually. There we go, longest lake in the UK right there. In England rather. Is that a ship out there that I see, or is that some little island? I guess a little ditty island. I do love the Lake District. Such an epic place. So we're going to be flying in and down over Lancaster now. Lancaster is probably, this is Lancaster right here, I believe. Let's see what ATC is saying. Traffic at 11 o'clock. I'm not seeing any traffic. Four miles at flight level 230, so slightly above, but I'm not seeing the traffic.
FuzzAir 1000 don't have the traffic.
I wonder if we can see it on TCAS, actually. Nope. I don't see it. The ATC in this game is, it's a little bit funky, let's say. No, I don't want to be flight level 230 at this stage. That's just going to be too high. I don't understand why it wants me to do that. So coming in towards waypoint Calder now. Then we're going to go in towards Pole, which is Pole Hill. We want to be at 3,500 feet as we approach Pole here, due to the altitude restriction, which, based on my calculations, we should be down there by that time. Still got another 30 miles, just under 30 miles to go. So we should be good for that. I think what I can do now is I can bring up Navigraph. Bring up Navigraph here, and you can kind of see my approach into Leeds. I'm the pink just there. I'm the pink diamond moving in there. So what we want to be at is we want to be at 3,500 as we approach this orange circle. And I've just felt a bit of a decel. Yeah, the plane's finally gone into descent mode. It's still asking me to go to 230. That's just not happening, my friend. I may actually do a flight to I may have a fly around Wales after this. Actually, I don't know if you're still in the chat, AG Aviation. Don't know if you can recommend any locations for me in and around Wales. Maybe some airports that I can fly to and from. That'd be cool. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be reaching flight level 35 right on time here. It's a beautiful thing. I'm just going to bring up the approach here. Yeah, so we need to go down to 2,700 once we move through the move through Pole Hill. Making the turn in now towards Leeds. Pole Hill will be somewhere over here, I believe. Maybe here. There we go, a water treatment plant down there. Meandering rivers, absolutely glorious. Reservoirs down there. Beautiful. Can't quite see the airport just yet. We're still quite a ways out, but sounds like by the engines we are approaching 3,500. We are indeed. Right on time, just as we approach the edge of this airspace here. I really don't understand why it's still asking me to go to 230. There we are. Past Preston, and we're coming in towards, I believe it's Hebden Bridge. Yep. Yeah, just coming over Hebden Bridge, which should be somewhere over these hills, I believe. Bit of a wind farm there. I love sort of just looking around on these approaches. It's amazing. FuzzAir jet looking absolutely stunning. So proud of this this livery. The wind farm over there as well. Bit windy here. 235 degrees, 25 knots. Not that bad really. Hopefully we can get an ATIS at this airport. Oof, we're getting blown about a bit now, aren't we? Look at this right here. Is that just a cloud? Is that perspective that's messing me up there? Is that going to be some rain? It not showing on the radar, so I guess it's just cloud. It's not actually rain. Gonna move this across a bit. Approaching Pole Hill here. Okay, so we're gonna be contacting Leeds approach, which is what you like to see. I think this is actually new. I don't recall there being Leeds approach previously. I have the Orbex. Oh, actually, I need to change my altimeter. We're pretty low here, to be honest. Pretty goddamn low, to be honest. Maybe we shouldn't have descended so early, but screw it. The scenery is worth descending for. All these residents down here are probably not going to be too happy with all the sound, but what are you going to do? Keep speed below 185 knots. So we're going to need to start slowing that down. Now it's quite a lot to slow down by. What I don't know is, how do I know when I'm reaching the edge of this airspace here, which is 2,700. I guess it's this blue line right here, but even still, there's no indication of how far that is. I suppose you can take this measurement here, so it's just above 4 miles. I guess in reality, air traffic would tell you. So we are well on our way here. This is looking good. Should be able to see the airport. Dude, no, he just cleared me for landing. Why are you telling me to climb now? I don't think so, pal. The airport should be straight in front of us somewhere. Not seeing it. We're getting blown about like crazy. Getting within 10 miles now. If we stick this on, we should be able to see how far away we are. Yes, 9 miles. And there we are. It actually says on this chart you want to be at 4,000. I guess this is the minimum. This is the minimum altitude. So if we want to do this procedure, you know, totally by the book, we should probably go up to 4,000. There's the airport, I believe. I think so. Yeah, there's the airport. So, unfortunately, it's not giving me the option to tune the ATIS. Let's try do it manually. 118030. I don't think this worked last time I tried it, but no. It's not working. So we're coming in here. 4,000 feet. And then we're going to make a pretty sharp right turn. At which point we need to start descending at 3,000 feet. So we're going to start descending now, and we'll stick all our lights on. Should have done that already, really, but what are we going to do about it? Seat belts. Cool. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Love flying over Leeds. There's the airport. Back home again. Beautiful. Nice spot to watch planes from. Just at the end here. I don't know if it's rendered in. There's a small lake. Yeah, just up there. Just here you can sit and watch the planes. Pretty cool. Okie doke. We're down to 3,000. And we're just going to make this approach. Turn on approach mode. It's already activated for us, which is nice. We're going to put flaps 1 for this procedure. Those down a bit more. Let's put in the decision height. Decision altitude, rather. I'm not sure if I'm C or D, but I believe C would be applicable. Myself, 862. And we can't get the weather, unfortunately. Transition is 5,000. So we weren't actually too late on that, which is nice. 1020 on the QNH. Temperature and things like that we won't actually know about. We can't get the ATIS here, so... There we go. Is that going to work? Oh, beautiful. I'm not sure why. 118.3. Oh, it's a different frequency too, what's on the charts. 23820. Temperature 18. Great stuff. We're making the turn. We're actually flying over pretty much Leeds city centre. Yeah, so Leeds city centre is just behind us, so we're going to be flying straight over there. So as we turn in here, just to the left, there's Leeds. Very cool. Beautiful, beautiful evening to be landing. Gonna hit flaps 2. And as we come in towards this, as we come into straightening up, I'm going to activate approach mode. And we should capture the localizer and the glide slope here as we turn in a little bit further. Could really do with slowing down a touch more, so I'm going to put the landing gear down. That is the gear down. Wow. Took that turn very wide there. I was definitely going a bit too fast, I think. I think I've just captured the glide slope there. There we go, glide slope and localizer captured. Didn't want to change straight away for whatever reason. And here we are, at 4 miles out, we should be at 1990. Let's just keep an eye out for that. There we go, we're right on the localizer now. Now we're going to put manage speed on. I completely didn't realize we were on. That's why we're going so quick. Missed approach altitude, I believe it is 3,000. 2,000. 2,000 and then 3,000. So 4 miles, pass through 1990, so we're looking pretty good. We're going to go flaps 3 now. Slow down even more. And then finally, flaps full. We're coming in, we're a little bit crabbed here because of the wind. I may just leave it on this camera for landing, just because I want to see what it looks like underneath. Well, having said that, I think we're going to need to manually straighten up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn autopilot off here.
300. 200.
There we go.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Bit of a float there.
5.
Nice. Oh, I forgot to set auto brake. That's why. Not too bad. A little bit off center there, but nevertheless, a pretty smooth landing, I think. Still got a bit of work to do there, I think, but not terrible. Nice long runway here at Leeds, so I really do wish there was a replay mode in this game. I really do. I'd love to see my landings again.
Leeds ground, FuzzAir 1000, request taxi to the gate.
Got gate 8. This is my usual gate, that. Usually where I set off going when I take off from Leeds.
FuzzAir 1000, did you hear my last transmission?
Oh, I did. Thank you. Oh, I can't actually, oops. I can't actually respond to him for some reason. So I'll just do a bit of cleanup here. Flight director's off. ILS off. Flaps 0. I'm going a bit wonky here, but we're good. Lights off. APU start. Got a British Airways Embraer there, I believe. Got the Jet 2 officers. I love the detail at this airport. It's just amazing. We've got the APU starting up. Taking its sweet time. Doesn't actually seem to be starting up, but hey ho. Oh, I do see some numbers moving now. Into gate 8. Got the Jet 2 737s here. Yeah, I can hear the APU coming online now. Got our Marshal bringing us in. How far do you want me to go, dude? There we have it. Let's see how good that is. It's pretty good. Not perfect, but I'll take it. Parking brake on. APU bleed is not quite ready yet. We'll turn external power on. Will give us 2 seconds before the APU becomes available. It should be right about now. We got any more cleanup to do? We don't. APU bleed is coming on, and that's engines off. There we go. Flight complete. Beautiful. An hour exactly. Let's see what our time was. Lock time anticipated was 1 hour 22. So we were a little bit quicker than what SimBrief thought. Pretty cool. And that was my 101st takeoff. I totally didn't realize that. So here we are. We are now in Leeds. Beautiful. Here we are. Get some of these ground services going. We'll get the jetway connection. I love watching this. For some reason, it's just so satisfying. I love it. And it extends at the top as well, and that's not quite right, but I love how it just connects like that. And then that's it. That is it. Gonna get us a nice shot on the drone. I really need to nip to the toilet. Straighten this thing up. There we go. Look at the 737 here. That's actually modeled quite well. Like, I mean, the livery itself is definitely lacking a bit of detail, but the model for the plane looks pretty accurate for a 737. You've got the dipped windows there, the pointy nose. You've got the flattened engines. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm not sure why I can't quite level this off. There we go. I think that's going to do it. And then we're going to go... We're going to go for something like this. And we're going to fix the focus. I'm going to get the focus in on our plane right there. That's looking good. Right. I think my camera may have just run out of battery as well, so bear with me. I'm going to the toilet anyway, so I'll be... Back. Back. Bradford. That was a nice flight. Solid landing, I think, by my standards at least. Pretty happy with that. So where to next? Where to next? So originally I was going to fly to Norway and to Oslo, but I'm not actually sure if I want to do that anymore. Let's just power down here. Let's power down and go back to the menu, and we'll have a look at what to do next. Okay. What to do next then? I was thinking about flying to Norway from Leeds Bradford. Let's see. Let's see how far that is. ENGM, I believe it is. A good hour and 14. Now we're going to be going into the darkness here, so maybe not the best idea at this time. Maybe let's try some GA flying. Let's see. Oops. Let's have a look at, let's close this one and this one. Let's see what this airport's all about. Lots of parking, 3 runways even. I would quite like to fly over sort of Snowdonia area. Let's see if we can find a route. Let's maybe go for a different plane. What do we want to go with? What do we want to go with? I fancy, not necessarily something as light as this. Maybe something like nothing like not quite that level either. Maybe this. Let's see how this compares to some of these I haven't flown yet at all. This one's interesting. Not flown any of these either. Let's have a look in the I just want to check these out in the hangar and just see what kind of equipment they have inside them. Because I would quite like to fly something, if we're going to be flying across maybe Wales, I'm thinking it might be good. I think we're going to want a glass cockpit at least. So this has a G1000 by the looks of things. That's quite nice. Like it could be a doer. Which one is this one again? The Beechcraft Bonanza. What kind of flights would you use this for? So we've got maybe like 4 seats in the back. Quite nice. What else have we got? I did want to have a quick look at... What was it? This is the stunt plane, isn't it? Have a look at this one. Welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, just flown from Donegal to Scotland. Inverness, in fact, and then back down to Leeds. We're actually looking at what to do for our next flight here now. I think we're going to probably do some GA stuff. Oh, this one has the Garmin system in as well. It's quite fancy looking. This is definitely definitely a stunt plane though. Not sure if I fancy that at the moment. What's this one? Oh, this one's old school. Oh, I've flown this one before. This one actually is pretty fun to fly. That's a Robin DR14. I think we're gonna go with this one. I've not flown this one yet. Yeah, this could be a nice one. That is the Beechcraft Bonanza. That's a G36. So, where do we fly from? That is a question. So, I do want to fly over Snowdonia, which is obviously in the north here. Where do we fly? I'm thinking maybe one of these two. This could be quite a cool spot to set off from. We've got some flights coming in here. From Ireland, going over to EDDF. I guess that's somewhere. I believe that's Germany, potentially. Okay, so let's have a look here. Which one is this one? This is a little tiny one. I do quite like the small airfield, so. Oh, look at that. That's tiny. I don't know if that's got a grass runway. That's probably not the best idea with this plane. I'm thinking probably this one, I think. We'll set that as departure for now. And then I think we want to fly kind of this way, don't we? So Midland Glider Club. Well, look at all the grass runways there. There's plenty. Welshpool, that was where AG Aviation, who tuned in earlier on, they used to fly out of there. I want to land somewhere with an instrument landing. I haven't really messed around with doing instrument landings too much in the smaller planes yet, which I would quite like to do a bit of. Maybe we fly to Manchester, maybe. But like divert sort of down this way. Or Wolverhampton, maybe? Turnhill AB. I'm interested to know what AB actually stands for. I see a lot of airports with AB on the end. Yeah, let's go... not Wolverhampton, maybe Birmingham. Let's see, how long is that one going to be? Yeah, I think that's a good one. And we're just going to set up the flight plan. Just like this. This one's even got departures. Okay, so let's put this into SimBrief and see what it comes out with. And then we'll take it from there. So I'll bring up SimBrief on the screen for you guys. So we are going to be... let's just set this up as FuzzAir again. And we're going to go eGov to EGPB. Interesting. It's not doing any departures for us. Interesting that such a small airport actually has some departures. We're gonna set our parking spot here. We're gonna try to do cold and dark. And then Chas2D is going to be the arrival. Oops, Chas2D. I'm going to set that up for ILS runway 15. Let's see where these actually take us. Oh, they're only short departures. That could be quite a good quite a good one. Let's see if these are actually in Navigraph. I'd be interested. D. So let's go eGolf. It does actually have the approach procedures here. And then does it have the SIDS? It does. Okay, so which one do we want to do? What is that line there? What the dickens? I feel like that could be a bug. So, which one do we want to do? E, which is, I believe, this one. No, I think that's the bugged one, isn't it? Yeah, I think that one's going to be good. Did 31S, I think. 31S to the south, and that is going to be from where we're looking for. Going to be number 19. Let's put this in. See if it actually invalid, apparently. Just let's just go with that. Because I'm using the Navigraph up-to-date nav data for this. So honestly, it should be fine. Okie, cool. So we're good to go. Flight plan is going to be loaded in already for us. You go to GGBB. Okay, here we are. This is actually quite a large airport. I was not expecting this. Huh. That's interesting. The airplane's already powered on. Is it already running? No. And there's some buildings there behind us. Okay, cool. So let's get set up here. I've not flown this plane before, so I'm going to have a quick look at the checklist here. So parking brake is there, which is set already. All avionics should be off, but for some reason this is on. Maybe if we go okay, there's definitely some weirdness going on there. Fuel selector, the fullest tank, both are the same here. Going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to go, we're just going to delete all these. Like so. And fuel, how much do we actually need? I've just realized I selected the A320, never mind. In my flight plan. It doesn't matter. Battery and alternator switches. On, on. Cool. So, starting engine. Mixture is going to be... Oh. Mixture is going to be rich. Propeller full. Throttle full. That's an interesting one. Fuel boost pump, which should be... Climate control. Got aircon in this thing. Beautiful. So we need to find fuel pump. So how do we see the fuel flow? Okay, there we go. Turn that off. Go fuel flow to throttle to half. An inch. That position, then both. Throttle 1000 to 1200. That's good. Oil pressure check. Good. Avionics master on. Lights as required. Fuel boost pump is off. Backup brake release. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's get some lights set. So taxi panel lights we can have on. Now we'll have those on. Wait, whoa. Okay, I guess my parking brake wasn't actually set. Beacon lights, strobe lights, nav light. We have landing gear in this plane. Oh, nice. I like that. Right, okay, let's get some ATC clearance.
Valley ground Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf IFR to Birmingham, ready to copy.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf is cleared to Birmingham Airport as well. Takeoff runway 13.
I guess I can probably turn the ATC back up now. Hopefully they won't be too bad this time.
5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.775 squawk 3006.
Okay, so we want to be 5,000 feet, so we will set...
Takeoff runway 13 climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
There's no altitude knob on this left side, that's interesting.
Squawk 3006.
Beechcraft Sierra X-ray Golf readback is correct. Contact ground on 1.
Why isn't this one going on? Oh, okay, there we go. Look it out, which runway did he clear us for? Runway 13.
Valley ground Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf with uniform ready to taxi IFR.
Runway 13, so we'll set our heading to 130.
Runway 13 via taxiway Alpha cross runway 1 Alpha. Contact tower on 122.1 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 13 using taxiway Alpha cross runway 1 Alpha Beechcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
Okay, let's do this. Forgot to change my reg plate, that always annoys me, but hey ho. Very small window, I feel like, in this plane. Very small window at the front. I feel like this is going to fly quite nice, though, to be honest with you. Crossing a runway here. Everything looks clear. Okie doke. Taxi on down to runway 13. And then we're on our way. So we're just going to hold short here for a sec. Backing brake on. We're just going to make sure we're configured to go. So I'll put flaps to 1. Let's see, how many flap settings do we actually have? Oh, we've only got 3. And yep. Landing lights on. I think that's it. I think that's it, really. Altimeter is set. And we're good to go.
Valley Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf at runway 13 ready for takeoff IFR to Birmingham.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf cleared for takeoff runway 13.
Let's do this. Backing brake released. And honestly, we're just good to go. Let's just crank it as soon as we go onto the runway, I think.
Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf acknowledge last transmission.
Hang on a minute. Why can't I do that with the keybinds?
Cleared for takeoff runway 13 Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Let's punch it. Let's just double check. VR 73 knots. Oh God, this thing is wobbling about. Doesn't want to rotate either. Come on, dude. And we're up, landing gear up. Flaps up. Make a bit of a right turn here. Maybe a bit early, but
Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf, contact Manchester Center on 118.775.
118.775 for Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Nice. I climb quite steeply here. We're cleared up to 5,000. Got some super low clouds here. Just gonna lower the nose for a sec and drop the RPMs. I'm just gonna stick the autopilot on. I always find it difficult to read these buttons right here. So we want nav mode on. Let's see what that does. It might actually just turn us all the way around. Put vertical speed mode on, so we're climbing. Yeah, it's actually going to turn us around. Let's go. Let's go direct to flight plan even. There. Oh god. What is the autopilot doing? Why has it pitched us up so crazy? Or was that my fault? Maybe it was my fault. Turn VS off. What is it doing? We need to gain some speed here. Why is it pitching us up like that? We'll disconnect the autopilot for a minute. I'm just going to manually trim us. Not letting me trim us at all. Eesh. There we go. Right, okay. I'm just going to try and get us flying level. And then I'm going to work this one out. Let's go to let's just direct us to D3, I think. And we're pitching up again. Why isn't my cursor appearing? And it's pitching us up like crazy again as soon as I engage the autopilot. What? I don't have any of the vertical speed modes on. Yeah, why is it doing that? I just don't understand it. I guess we'll just fly this. We'll just fly this manually. go up to about 5,500. I don't think we need to go too much higher than that. Recently learned that when you're doing VFR, which we're pretty much doing now, you should always fly at the 500s rather than on the 1,000 mark. Let's say let's just do 4,000. 4,500, I think. I think that should do it. I'll get us trimmed out. There we go. Lovely stuff. Very unstable plane, I feel like. Hey. What we're going to do is, I think we're just going to follow this road that's below us. If we follow that road, honestly, it should take us pretty much to Birmingham. So we shall do that. I mean, we could use the autopilot. We'll just turn it off. We'll just turn it off GPS mode, so it doesn't send us crazy. And now we want altitude hold here. This is a very loud plane. I think I'm gonna just I'm gonna turn on the simulated headphone mode. There we go. That's much nicer. And then we're just gonna get set up on the before we do that, I'm gonna put heading on and just I'm just gonna swing us to the left a little bit. Going roundabout in the right direction. Just following this road here, this main road. Okay, cool. Let's get some things configured here. We want the wind on. I think the flight plan kind of gone to shit, really, hasn't it? But let's see. Let's delete the flight plan. There we go. And we'll just input the I don't understand why it won't let me edit this. Oh dear. The autopilot is doing some weird things again. It keeps doing this in this plane. It's very strange. Let's just stabilize. I'm going to trim ourselves out. There we go. This plane is just rolling all over the shop. Right, let's get the wind on. The wind was on. And then I would just like to set a destination. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I did there. Enter. There we go. Okay. So it's eGolf to EGBB. eGolf. There we go. To EGBB for Birmingham. There we go. And I'll do it. Cool. Okay. And then let's go on to Navigraph. And we'll just get some of the frequencies and approach charts loaded up. And I can see we're approaching Snowdonia here, which is nice. That's what we wanted. Love to see it. Just doesn't want to stay level though, does it? So I'm on Navigraph here. Get up on the screen. For you guys, so you can see. God damn it! Stay level, dude. Landing gear still down. I could have sworn I put that up. Maybe that's why we're getting such weird performance. Okay, so we're gonna go straight in for, was it runway 33? Try and do this approach. Okie doke. Let's set. So on the ADF, we'll set 406. We'll enter that and enter again to transfer. Then that's that one done. And in nav 1, we're going to VOR. Actually, we're going to put that into nav 1. We will put the ILS. That's 110.1. Like that one. Whoa, Betsy, we're getting some serious. 113.65 is the DME. Whoa. Getting some severe turbulence here. This is crazy. Just want to set my frequencies. And we'll switch that one on. There we go. Cool. So we don't have to mess around with that now. There's some severe turbulence here, I guess, from the mountains. This is looking stunning, though. I think this might be Snowdon here, just in front of us. Minimize that. I just think one of these here is potentially Snowdon. I think to recognize the this lake below.
500.
Oh God. I have to add in a fair bit of power just to get up here. Oof. Woo-wee. Look at these low clouds. That looks epic. Look at this whole area. It just looks amazing. Some seriously stunning conditions. Some of the best conditions I've ever seen, actually, in this game. I've tried to recreate stuff like this before, but it's just not worked out this well. This just looks amazing. Yo, thank you for liking the stream, paying. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Tell you what, I've probably left a bunch of my lights on here. Turn those off. Oof. The turbulence. Oh my God. This is actually some serious turbulence. This is looking stunning now. I feel like the ground in this area is much better done than the Lake District in the UK, in Cumbria, sorry, England. Oh my God! Oh my God! Just keeping the power on quite high here, just so I can not get totally screwed over by this turbulence. Oh my Lord. Conditions are absolutely insane, I have to say. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely. That's a cool camera angle. Get a bit of a turn going on. Oh yeah. Love that. Love to see it. Love it. Oh, not sure why it did that. Right then. It looks like we're approaching the sea there. Let's make a turn in now towards, back towards our sort of scheduled flight plan. A little bit of a deviation there, but definitely worth it. Things a bit brighter. On the old camera. Let's have a look on this screen right here. This pink blob, I believe, that's going to be, yeah, I guess that's pointing towards where we want to be, towards Birmingham. So I do want to stay quite close to the route, but yeah, I mean, just loosely following it because we came for the views. A pretty nippy plane is this. A lot faster than what I was expecting it to be. Not a great experience with it though, I have to say. Oh my god, okay, close to the ground here. 500. So we've got some... the sim has modelled in some houses there, which I assume is actually like some of the quarry buildings. Definitely a quarry below us here. Let's get some altitude. We lost quite a lot of altitude. Getting blown about like nothing else here. Oh dear. Definitely wasn't paying attention there. Right, let's see if we can get the autopilot to behave now. Let's put the autopilot on. And we'll put vertical speed mode on. And we'll climb to 3,500. We'll put heading select on and we're just going to put it to our current heading. We'll put it a little bit to the left so that we start intercepting our actual route. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it this time. I should probably turn the flight directors on really, shouldn't I? Not messed around with this VNV mode yet. I assume that's something to do with vertical navigation, I imagine. Stunning scenery. You get quite... Although I did say that the... Oh, this is why. I wonder if you can... Can you actually remove these? No, you can't. That's unfortunate. What's this? Oh, you can turn the lights on in the back. That's a nice touch. It's a shame you can't actually do anything with these. Unless they're controlled from down here somehow. I'm going to turn that on just to get rid of that notification there. And I can probably turn nav mode on now. And we can definitely reduce the power as well. Banking us pretty heavily there for just a slight turn. Interesting. So for bearing 1, I'm going to put this on and this on as well, even though they're not picked up yet. Oh, we can stick that on as well. That's the distance to our location, I guess. DME, we can have that on even though it's not alive yet, but we can leave that on for now. I'm sure I had this on live weather. I'm not sure why it's not dark yet. It seems to be... I guess maybe the time got adjusted at some point. Nice. So we're in cruise now. Just cruising over the sort of southern area of Snowdonia. Got quite a distance to go actually. I'm not sure if I want to go quite that far looking at the map now, considering how long it's taken us to get here. Is there anywhere else cool that we can kind of fly over and then maybe land at? Have a look on the map here. Let's zoom out a bit and see if we can see some airports. Not letting me pan the map for some reason. Airports up there. Let's see. Anything up here? This would be quite a nice spot to fly to. Yeah, EGCE. EGJZ maybe? Nothing. Yeah, I feel like that might be better. Flew off to the north somewhere. That might be more of an interesting VFR way to fly. Let's go for EGJD. Let's go for EGJ D. Touring Club. It's going to be a little tiny airport. That should be nice. Definitely not going to have an ILS there, but, you know, who cares? Having a quick look at the map, see if there's a VOR or something. Some navigational aids. No, I don't see anything. There probably is, but let's turn our heading to the left. Turn heading select on. We'll just cruise on over. I think we want to take a heading of maybe a little bit past that so we can go through the mountains again. Maybe if we go like 340. Oh, the turbulence. 26 knot crosswind. I'm just gonna turn these off. You don't really need them. Return and bearing. Might as well just put that to both. Why not? Or just leave it on bearing 2. Turn that one off. Beautiful. Let's turn my camera a little bit. It's a little bit off. Really warm in here. Door's been open all afternoon. Look at those mountains over there. That's where we came from, I guess. With all the low clouds just floating around there. It just looks so cool, man. I feel like we should pull this back a little bit. There we go. Maybe pull the mixture back a little bit as well. Stunning scenery. It's just a shame there's no like rear seat views for this plane. Obviously there's seats in the back. It'd be cool if we could get back there. I wonder if we actually go onto the we go into the drone camera. Can we actually clip through here? Oh, we can. Nice. I mean, it's super loud and it's moving around like crazy, but we can actually get a bit of a view back here. There we go. The sound kind of... Let's see if we can slow down the speed. There we go. It's just a shame it's moving around so much. That would be really cool if we could get like a stationary camera there. Because look at the detail in the back here. There is actually quite a decent bit of detail back here. It's just a shame it's like moving around so crazy. Oh wow. We've actually made that in hardly any time at all. That's... I think that mountainous area is actually where I wanted to pass through. Oh well. I think we're gonna have to call it soon anyway. I've been live for don't know, good six hours or so. Let's see if we can select an approach here. Yeah, I guess there are no approaches, it's just visual. .2 miles to go, so let's reduce our altitude now to let's just what do we click on? Procedures. We'll remove that, so let's reduce our altitude to 25 straight 2000. Vertical speed down. And then we will enter a holding pattern above the airport, which is actually right below us. So we'll come back on ourselves and then we'll go into a holding pattern. Can probably reduce this even more now. Then we're going to slowly turn ourselves back around. Let's see what happens if we speak to these guys. Probably not much. Ampit. Want to bring ourselves in above the airport here.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Shamrock 9er 37.
Manchester Center Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf. Cancel IFR at this time.
Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Which runway do we want? The wind is coming in from 225, 0126. Okay, so we're coming in over the airport now. Let's take heading to this way.
Echo Golf Juliet Delta Traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf 1 miles east 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 26.
We'll just turn ourselves around and come in. It seems to have stopped tracking the mileage. Interesting, I guess it's because they've got no equipment to measure the distance there, maybe? This wind is savage on this plane. quite a high hill. I should have really been paying attention to that. Just looks stunning though. I just always puts a smile on my face. Let's turn ourselves around now. We'll put our landing and taxi lights on. And we need to be a bit more to the left here. I'm just going to pull our throttle right back, put our RPMs up in case we have to go around. I'm going to pull the power right back. And I'm just going to do this visually. Put some flaps out. Why do we have a warning? Oh, gear up. I'm actually struggling to see the airport, to be quite honest. There we are. Put some flaps out. Put the gear down so this stops beeping at us. Oh, look, I wonder if you can actually control this. No, you can't. I wonder what that is. Cowl flaps control. Still struggling to see. Oh, I see the airport now. Let's pull the power right out. I believe that is the airport anyway. We're descending like super rapidly.
500.
I hope that is the runway route there, right there. Oh my god, this wind. Crazy. This is gonna, I'm gonna have to go around. Oof. What are you doing? Why won't the landing gear go up? There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna do a traffic pattern. Now that we're aligned. Let's do a traffic pattern, left turns, and then we will we'll come in for a landing again. Yeah, I was being lazy before. I was being lazy and I didn't do the traffic pattern, and that's why I was struggling so much to be lined up with the runway. pull some of the power out a bit now. And we'll start to level off. Take another left turn. Might have gone a little bit far out here, but not a biggie. Oh no, we're not too bad at all. Slow ourselves down a little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect actually. Not gonna lie though, this wind is pretty horrendous. Gonna make things a bit difficult for us, I think. This whole airfield it's in a tough spot. A lot of little hilly parts around here. Okay, so when we get that, the airfield at 45 degrees, we're going to make another left turn. And then we're going to turn in towards the airfield. So I think that's good. We get some flaps out. Get the gear out as well. I think I might have overshot it a little bit. Get the last stage of flaps out. So we've got a good speed now, we just need to come in on the right course. Got a good rate of descent going.
500.
Damn, we really overshot that. We should make it. This is such a narrow runway. This is nuts. Here we go. Oh dear, I butchered that. The camera just messed me up so hard there. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. The freaking camera was all over the place. God damn it. I want to try that again, honestly. Let's try that again. Why are we not picking up speed? I think I'm going to crash here, honestly. Yeah. We weren't picking up speed. Why? Oh, I think I had 2 stages of flaps down. But hey, that was fun. I'm definitely going to try land at that airport again. That was... it's got to be the most narrow runway I've found in this game so far. That was fun. That was good fun. Okie dokie. So, I think that's probably going to be all from me for today. I'm going to go get some food now. And yeah, that's going to be it. I think I should be live again at some point tomorrow afternoon. I'll try and get on then. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you've You can see the work that I've put into this thing over the weekend. Been doing a lot to try and sort of upgrade the aesthetic on the stream and get things looking nice. Obviously read on the alerts, etc, etc. But yeah, like I say, hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking the stream, following the stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you check Twitter for my my schedule. I'll post on there when I know I'm going to be live. So if you check at some point tomorrow, I'll post on there. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.